Hello all. This is the first round of playoffs in the online Terraforming Mars League. Um, and people in Discord bring up a good point, which is that the game has been somewhat buggy recently. So it might be better to have more than 45 minutes. So let's increase the hour. Don't expect people to use 2 hours, but usually 45 minutes is enough. Alright, this should be everything. Draft on, corporate era, preludes off, prelude off, ranked off, 1 hour. What? Alright, he declined. Let's make a new one. I'm also going to be eating some of my lunch while we play. I have not yet eaten. Not the greatest corporate selections. We got Helion and Thorgate. But these are some nice cards for Thorgate. We can turn on a bumper really easily. These are great. This is good. This could be actually quite good. So let's do some math here. Yep. Give them the good luck, have fun. So we start with 48 money. I don't think that we keep the Jovian here. I don't think we take flooding either. So if we keep these 6, that puts us to 40. Or sorry, to 30. Keeping these 6. Then I pay 10 and 15. And that will give me 5 energy and 2 heat. And I know a lot of people don't like Lunar Beam, but I think that because we're going to be pushing with a bumper and we'll have some heat with air braking, I think it's good. I think we're going to be pushing the tempo in this game. So I think playing it is fine here. Which makes me think that we might actually want flame. So then we go down to 27. We pay 10 and 15. Yeah, Tharsis and Saturn Systems. Been playing mostly Preludes recently, so be a bit different playing on base game. Ooh, I really not a fan of that when Tharsis is in the game. I think there are better ways to get some production going. So we can keep up to 2 cards and still play Ore Processor here. I think Comet is a great choice. We're looking to push tempo and we have arrow braking in the hand. I'm liking this flooding a bit less as I see how constrained my early budget is with the -2 from Lunar Beam, but I think the heat will be good. So we're passing down to Smior. I think algae is the least concerning because it's still some time before we get to play out our oceans. And we do have like some plant heat in the Comet. Advanced Ecosystems is really good endgame scoring. Might be a bit scary. And then Natural Preserve is just like a really solid science tag at this stage of the game. It comes down, it usually gets a good rebate. It helps them towards Builder. I think that this is potentially stronger, but I think this is more important right now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And let's just cut away the peroxide power. We don't actually want to play it because we already have our bumper taken care of, and we don't want to take even more Maya's money production, but we don't want them to have money, energy for like Tharsis to play cities or something. So now the question is whether I want to take this natural preserve myself. So I can afford to do it, but I'm not sure. So this gen, I'm going to be playing ore processor and bumping. There's not a huge rush for arrow breaking. So let's see. The gen after, I'm going to be at 19 production and 1. I don't think that we can quite afford it. Let's just take this. We are pretty card light, but I think that we can maybe play for terraformer. We have 1, 3, 5, 7 points of terraforming in the hand, along with a bumper and some heat. So it looks like Survivor's going to try and go for like a milestone sweep, maybe. He has 12 cards, so he can keep 4 cards, or he can play card draw. And then from there he can go for like Mayor because he's Tharsis. I'm not a huge fan of planar on Tharsis because you usually have a better route to Mayor or Builder. This is tough. Pretty much every card in this pack is a good card. Imported Hydrogen is another space event to go with our arrow breaking. Dev Center is card draw that we can activate starting this turn. Sponsors is, at this stage of the game, efficient because it's just money production. And then Mineral Deposit, you know, it pays for itself if you have a steel target, which we have at least Radchem Factory in the hand. So I think because we're so light on cards, I really like this space event. Don't get me wrong. But we aren't really pushing for plants. We have a bumper. I think it has to be the development center. I think investment loan is the best card in this pack. It's just some free money at the end of the game, usually. And we're already, like, if Banker gets funded, we're well behind on that, so I don't mind the hit that we take with that. I think grass is the better card, but I don't want to get hit with cloud seeding. I mean, because there's no oceans, they might not take it. Yeah, I think they might not take it. It's generally not considered the strongest card. So pretty much whatever wheels out of that pack will be a good pickup for us. So we have 23. If we played this, it's 14, so we go 9. This takes... So the cost 9 gives 4. It takes 4.5 turns to pay off. I mean, the game will go on long enough that I think that's okay. Yeah, let's do that. This will help solve some of our minus production problems. Alright, so in future turns, it might be worth commenting to prevent Smior from using his catapult easily. You can do this. And do this. Okay, so now he has steel to sell, even if we... Yeah, and you see, like, Survivor's trying to get science going. It sucks that we had to pass up on the event, but I'm glad that we didn't give him this extra piece of card draw. Ganymede colony. Not quite it. We don't have any Jovians, but it's good to get a Molt out of the deck when you have a Saturn player. You know, they could want those Jovians. So yeah, now even if we kill his plant with our comet, he'll have steel to sell, so it's a bit less important. I might still develop the optimal arrow breaking here. Holy crap. I think it's giant ice asteroid. Just because we don't have any plant tags. NRA can be spooky, but with this we can maybe push to end the game quickly. And GIA is my favorite card in the game, so if I have a chance to use it and it makes sense, then I'll go for it. So the main issue here is we don't have great money, but we do have, you know, a lot of terraforming in the hand. We have a bumper. Let's take away heat trappers. I don't care about the breathing filters too much, and I really don't want my heat getting tapped down because I'm looking to push this game quickly. Be curious to see what you guys watching think about choosing the card draw, given that I'm trying to play for tempo. I think a 1-point animal is strong. But I might actually skip on this 1-point animal just because it doesn't help me end the game. So we have 28 effective money going up to 31 once we use our bumper. I would like to play optimal arrow braking, comet, and heat convert. There's a chance that oxygen stalls and the fish is good because we have some heat. I think I might take it just to hedge. Let's see, so 25. This was a huge mistake. This fish is a huge mistake. It denies me from playing what I want to play this turn. Yeah. My bad. So Survivor can take his planer if he wants now. How many plant tags does everyone have? So we passed down to Smior, so let's check Smior's plant tags. Okay, good. He doesn't have any yet, so he's also a ways off of using. So because of our misstep here, we don't actually have enough money to play arrow braking followed by one of these space events. So I'm just going to go ahead and develop some of my terraforming here. And try to slow play a bit so that I can bump the heat and then early on next gen also bump the heat. This is a fun type of hand to play, I think. That's really scary. Having this electric catapult and the space elevator means that he has a lot of production, actually. Fortunately, he doesn't have plant production or steel production to sell with the things yet. Let's go ahead and take our heat pump. Unlikely that he takes it. He has 0 money. And then we can open with using... We can open with using the optimal arrow braking. This way we don't show the optimal arrow braking and just slightly increase the chances that one of those events gets passed to us. I think kelp farming is the best card here. It might be a bit slow because, I mean, we have 5 more oceans. So we have the oceans to get to kelp farming in our hand. But we're going to be trying to push to end the game, for one. And for two, it's going to take a number of turns to play these out. And I also have to claim terraformers somewhere in there. So it might be a little bit hard to fit kelp farming in. But I think it's a good card. It also works well with the ecozone. So we have, after you account for... Well, we can't bump first. So yeah, we just have 1543. So we can play this followed by whichever space event we want. I like using the comet here just because the GIA is partially wasted. I think Advanced Alloys is a really strong card. It's a little bit scary, so we're passing up to Surviv0r now. We'll be passing insects to... We're passing insects to Tharsis. But... I mean, we can't actually use either of these. So my thinking is maybe to just take... We're not really using either of these. So my thinking is maybe take the insects and make Tharsis... Well, no, Tharsis wants the science. Yeah, let's cut alloys. I was going to say maybe make Tharsis cut away the alloys from Saturn, who's the only person who really can use the alloys this game. And there we go. There's Deimos down. So we don't really have like shuttles, or it'd be nice to see shuttles or space station get a bit more rebate on these space events. But you can't complain about arrow breaking. So let's take this. So let's say we take this. That puts us down, like, we have 3. So we're 37. No, I think it's just a bit too expensive for what we're trying to do. We're going to need some help on this O2 track, though, because we're only bumping once per turn. So let's drop arrow braking and comet. And no one has any plants for us to take. Let's see. He has planner whenever he wants it. He's never gained planner. I'm actually tempted to take 2 plants just because we can potentially get a convert going. So we can potentially next turn claim terraformer. Let's see. Will we have enough money? Yeah, well, we have the potential to claim terraformer next turn. How's builder looking? Yeah, he's getting close to builder. So yeah, I think we need to get, because planner will be taken, builder will get taken. And then, you know, Mayor and Gardner are both decently far off from them. So let's say that next turn we play GIA. Let's look at a card. Capital. Not bad endgame scoring potentially. So with GIA, next turn we can get Terraformer. And we just pass here. The absolute nuts would have been somewhere along the way to have picked up Arctic algae, because Arctic algae turns each of these events into also a greenery, because you can get 4 plants and then you can get another 4 plants. So yeah, Arctic algae is absolutely insane with these cards. But we already have gotten a lot of luck in terms of, we got a Gen 2 bumper, we got arrow braking, and then a bunch of space events. So we have 1 heat bump, we have one O2 bump puts us to 32. I think we still are looking like we have to play GIA, which unfortunate that we miss out on some value there. I'm passing down to Smior. Not super happy about giving either Vesta, because he plays Vesta for basically free. That's giving him a point. It's a bit spooky to give Vesta here. At the same time, you know, this is 5 heat bumps. We're still going to need more heat to end the game. I think it's potentially still valuable to have the lava flows. It gets scary if he has molts. I think I'm going to cut Vesta here, because we're passing down to Smior here. I would like the lava flows to end the game, but Vesta is spooky, and lava flows is not a space event. So, I mean, it could give us like 2 plants. It could be helpful this gen, actually, but we have other ways to make up Terraformer this gen. I'll just cut this for similar reasons. It's cheap for them to play. Windmills is a pretty good little card for us. We already have a lot of oceans. I'm not sure that we need subterranean reservoir. I mean, yeah. I think it's windmills. And just keep this. I'm okay in not keeping too many cards this turn, because we're going to be spending most of our turn on GIA anyways. I'm hoping that someone here it is a bit spooky if Smior is going for Mayor. He can play Power into Immigrant City. But I mean, it was Phobos or Immigrant City. Both are a cheap city for him. So it's a little bit hard to stop that. But he can't go for both Mayor and Builder that quickly. So we'll see what he does. If it looks like he's pushing for a milestone, yeah, so he's pushing milestone. I really don't like making a bunch of cities when you don't have plant production against Tharsis. I think it's a bad play. So we have to... Unfortunately, I would like to card draw first. Actually, is that true? So... let's card draw. See what we get. Okay, so it doesn't really help so let's go ahead and do this. Because, yeah, the thing is, he's one off of both Builder and Mayor, but he can't claim both of them this turn. So this way, I can play GIA and claim Terraformer. And hopefully he, along the way, like, makes some plants or something. Sell patent. Wow. That feels kind of desperate. So he can still only claim one this gen. So I'm going to go ahead and take away some steel from Saturn Systems, because he's been spending that. And raise the heat. Alright, so now we nuke his plants and we claim Terraformer. Yeah, I mean, Smior has just given Surviv0r 3 money production in the process of getting his money production. And he has no points for these cities right now. We're passing to Surviv0r. I think we'd cut the robotic workforce because he has MedLab. and make him cut terraforming Ganymede. Yeah, let's do it like this. Wow, that's pretty much the best you could ask for here. Towing a Comet is perfect. Really happy to see this card. Because it can help us secure the free bump. And Decomposers actually lets us get some scoring with Ecozone. That's a really nasty combo. So now, like, even if this game goes a little bit later, with Decomposers and Ecozone, we can play out plant tags and get value for it. So hopefully our plants can survive. And the other nice thing is none of the other players have plants. So it's only really Strip Mine that we have to worry about taking the bump, which I suppose he could have. He could have Strip Mine. But I think that if it comes around to me, I'm still looking to play the Ice Asteroid and convert a greenery. Yep, these two. Towing a Comet is just absolutely perfect here. I love it. Well, actually, we don't have to convert. What we can do is let's do this, see what we get. Lagrange Observatory, not bad. And we're actually just going to go ahead and so let's see. If we use our bumper, the awkward thing is, so I'm trying to guarantee this this free heat bump here. If we leave our plants open, we can get hit with virus. If we Ice Asteroid, pick up some plants, it's really just virus that we're worried about. But there's a chance that one of them has virus, and well, actually, we left ourselves... I'm going to risk it. We left ourselves with this many plants earlier and didn't get hit with virus. So it's really just if they drew it this generation. I'm willing to risk it here, because the payoff is just too great if we can get away with not using the Ice Asteroid here. Okay, so now it's just whether he has Strip Mine, and he can't even play Strip Mine right now. He would have to sell 2 cards to play Strip Mine. So it's looking pretty good for us getting this free bump, which is really, really crucial, I think. I think when you're playing this sort of hand, you want to get both of these free bumps. Nice. Perfect. So we can go ahead and convert into the 6 pocket too. So let's do that. This weakens the capital spot, but I think that this spot, if we don't claim it right away after making it, will get taken. So I'm willing to just drop it, get a 6 rebate now. So if we do 10, I think we're close to being able to Deimos for a free ocean as well. If they give us one more heat bump, we can Deimos into free ocean. And there's strip mine. He didn't play it. And that's going to help end the game faster. That we like to see. How are we doing on Scientist? So we've played 1. Zero money. So let's see here. If we play this ice asteroid, we get a 4 rebate plus another 3 rebate. So that's going to be let's go ahead and do this. Unfortunate that we kind of griefed our own capital spot with this, but kind of is what it is. Let's go ahead and play that out. Might as well. So if possible, we would like to get the free ocean with Deimos. I was considering... Earth Catapult is a really strong card, but I think we can potentially just look to end the game with this. Is it possible? So this... They don't have any cards. Well, he does have cards. That is scary. But he also doesn't... So if I play this... these are all really strong cards. I don't think the game ends this generation. I'm passing to Smior. I think I take this. That's great endgame scoring. Because we can play this 9 gens, is I think the plan here. Unless, I think Valley is good there to take. Because Valley can be played with Steel from Deimos. We don't have a great spot for the Valley because we've... So let's calculate here. We take... I think we take these 3. I think this might have been a bit premature, but we'll see. Yeah. Doing it like that was probably not it. Because, yes, we get the free ocean, but we deny ourselves the possibility of playing these this turn. Because it'd be nice to play fish, you know. It'd be nice to play fish this generation, but we want to play fish after playing Decomposers and Ecozone. The anti-grav is scary. It's a matter of whether in the next gen he can get so he's at like 30. So if he can get like 20 points out of his hand on 36 total money, that seems hard even with anti-grav. Smior is a bit closer, and he has the potential for Jovian Molts. We're sitting on one of them. I guess he has Scientist, so 25, 30 total, 40 total right now. Plus, these are not worth anything. Unfortunately, I don't have 3 cards I can sell to play this capital here. So this might have been quite a blunder of a Gen 8, the way this is looking. I think if I lose this game, it's because of how I played this Gen 8. So yeah, this is 23. So for example, but I mean, I can't play the awkward thing is I can't play the capital before Deimos, because Deimos is how I'm getting all of my steel. Oh, let's go one more gen. We're not looking very good on the awards, but that's, I mean, on the plus side, we have a lot of TR. And we have some points in our hand. Smior played Protected Habs without having any animal or any plants. Maybe he has like a 1-point animal that he wants to protect from predators coming out. But I mean, it can't be livestock because he doesn't have the plant prod. We have fish, so it's really just birds, and birds isn't active now. Okay. So he gets some good points there. think I'll take... I probably won't buy it. I won't buy it because I don't think I have need for it. But the industrial center would actually be quite nice for putting into this 6 pocket here. So we'd like to play all of these out. Does yellow... Neither of them has a plant production for us to eat with fish. So yeah, we can't even play the fish anyways. Let's take away sabotage. I'm okay if they want to mine expedition me, I think. I just don't want my resources taken. Because it's kind of hard for us to convert another plant at the moment anyways. I mean, I guess it can be done with imported nitrogen, but... Alright, I'll take this because it can be a rebate of 6 and we're paying 7 for it and it comes with 2 plants, or it can be a rebate of 4 and we're paying 7 and it's 2 plants. I think that's worth having up our sleeve. It also helps if somehow Landlord gets funded. Wow. 2 SP greeneries. So he nerfs our industrial center quite a bit and takes the rest of the O2 track. I think that's somewhat sensible in terms of scoring, but it also... I mean, he's using like all of his money to do that. What do you draw? Physics complex? We can't use it. We definitely want the game to end this generation. And now Mayan Expedition is dead, so our plants should be pretty safe. I'm not really too concerned with Thermalist. He's going to have 4 heat. He's going to have 2 heat. So we're guaranteed Thermalist if we want it. So I'm just going to play these out. Ants? Are you kidding me? Okay. So let's see here. Still need an ocean to come down. I'm thinking of putting an ocean here, putting a mangrove here, and putting a capital here. So that costs 18. Mangrove costs 8 after that, so that's 26. And then we're down to 16 plus 14, so we can afford this. The thing is, I really want to get this going. So I think I have to do this one first and convert a greenery. Okay, great. So he'll take the ocean up. Let's do that. I should have done industrial center first. I would have paid 2 less. Whatever. It's still free to play, and it blocks off a spot from Smior, so we'll go for it. Bit of a misplay there. Now, if I'm 2 money off of something, you know where it went. Sorry, I haven't really been reading chat. Even though there's a delay, I don't really want to get lines from chat. So let's see here. This we reduced by 9. So that's going to be 14. So you can still afford this. This costs 10, so that puts us to 8. Okay. Someone has a pretty nice SP City spot if they want it. 3 points that I just set up. But I can do better than 3 points for 25 right now. Or 23, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can get 5 points from an award if I go Thermalist. Let's sell Ganymede Colony. Not useful here. Thing is, I need to ensure that the game ends. Which might mean that I only get to play Mangrove, sell the rest of my hand, and SP Asteroid. So now it's tied on Scientist. I don't really want to go one more gen with them because they both have some pretty spooky effects. I think ending this gen should benefit me because I think I'm ahead enough points. We can one action it up. All right. So let me make a spreadsheet so we can see the total scoring is looking like. I'm pretty confident with ending the game this gen, so let's see. Let's say TR, BP, awards, milestones, greenery, city, total. Smior, Surviv0r, Elite 8. So TR 54, EP 5, awards 2, milestones 5, greenery 3, city 3. Surviv0r 21, 17, 5, 5. So you have is 2, 2. Smior has 30, 10, 2. Milestones 5, 1, 2, 5, 2. Oh, well, it's the end of the game anyways. So we don't need the spreadsheet, we'll just see it here. All right, and there you have it. Final score is 73, 58, 52. Very fun game. I love playing this type of hand. So yeah, I can go ahead and report that. And that was Smior in second,